Hello, Mysterious Drifter. Welcome back. 3 streams in a row. Hey, Molly Whirl. Hey, Peaceful Joint. Drift King. What's up, Game Over Site? Let's put the game volume down just a tad. What's she barking at?
What she always bark at.
Okay.
Come on, Bailey. Let's go to bed.
You didn't get my text?
Bark at? Huh?
You didn't get my text?
You didn't text me.
Oh, I think I said it out loud. I was asking if you could bring a water when you came. Here's the thing with the fight, right? And this isn't me dodging the fight or anything, but as it sits right now, it's been in talks for a bit, and so far at this point, all I've gotten is promises, and I don't want to talk about the fight until I got a contract. Thank you, baby. You're so sweet to me.
I know.
So, like, it's not that I'm not down to promote it or whatever. I'm just waiting until there's a contract in place. The person that's stolen is good for it. I 100% believe they're good for it. Hey, Field of Dreams, thank you for the $5, man. But like I said, like, I'd much rather have a contract and play before, I go doing things about it. Yeah, honestly, I probably won't get it on this season. But, it never hurts to try. And the main reason I say I won't get it this season, I got a lot of traveling to do in the next couple months. Seriously, hope stream goes well. Me too, dude. Thank you guys for the donations. You think Woody's going to fight Deontay Wilder? Why do you hate Woody? Why do you hate Woody so much, dog? Alright, I can't find the place real quick. Like, I was trying to get I was trying to do a quick Countess run. But, nobody knows about the travel. I'm just saying I do have a bunch of traveling I got to do. I've been keeping my stuff a secret for a reason. To be honest, Boogie jumped the gun a little bit on the promotion. But it is what it is. Like I've always said, if the money's right, I'll get knocked out for anybody. That being said, I mean, like, it is what it is. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. I should make pattern with that. Give that a try. What is pattern again? Pattern reward. Hey, Vantage, what's good, pimp? You know me, buddy. Always keep the shit fresh. It is pattern is Tau Orthol. We have those. We have those. I'm not going to discuss the money. I'm not going to discuss money or strategy. There we go. Well, look on the bright side, right? Me and Boogie both have had the surgery, so we're both at equal chance to be dangerous. Well, you don't get paid. You don't get paid for the fight till after you do it. So, like, me backing out at the last second wouldn't benefit me. And I know you think your boy Jay's got some bitch in his blood, right? But let me point something out to you that you might not realize. I flew to another country to have the only surgery I've ever had by a guy that can't speak English on blind faith. Oh, there's my work room back. Just because I backed out of a camping trip one time, I've done more things than I've not done. See you, T. Hope you get back to doing that old walking. I don't know what my chin's like, man. I mean, like, I can sit here and talk shit. I can be like, you know, I'm facing a guy that's literally like 15 years my senior. He's been on disability 20% of his life, and he has the only thing he's ever beaten in his life has probably been his meat. You know, I could be that person and still get knocked out, right? You know, I don't know what my chin is. Like, last time I got into a fight was high school. You know, it's up, but you gotta understand, like, when it comes down to it, it's all going to be showmanship. Like, you could say stuff. What makes you think Boogie can stomp me? I've played sports. I've had a physical labor job. I mean, I've had entire series where, like, I did athletic things for a guy my size. FPS boot camp, you know, the workouts with Drew. I mean, I'm not an avid follower of Boogie, but has he ever done any of that stuff? I'm not going to give any details out. Like, everything will come out with time. I can tell you this, everybody can watch it because I know mine and Boogie's fight will be streamed on YouTube for free. We are not the main event by any means. Yeah, but we're not a part. We're a part of the pay-per-view, but we're not part of the pay-per-view. We're what you call a preliminary fight. Basically, we're a fight that happens while they talk about the pay-per-view. I've never sold vacuum parts, man. Ooh, rare antlers. What color will my trunks be? The ones I can afford. I have to buy all my gear myself. So at this point, I gotta buy. I have gloves, but I might get some different gloves. I might get like some custom gloves. Like I was sort of thinking like getting gloves that say like "look here," "look, listen," like on each fist or something like that. But I gotta get gloves, boots, trunks, hand wraps. Gotta get Kelly a passport. That's something we're working on. I don't know if we get ring walks, but if we do, I'm gonna try to get the ring walk to be the Kid Rock song. Or maybe even let me do the Kid Rock song on a microphone as I walk to the ring. No, passports last 10 years. I got mine in 2018. So my passport's good to 2028. I got one for you. You know, like if they allow me to do it on like a stadium PA, I don't have to pay for the rights to the song or the rights to air the song because then it's considered a cover. As for like sponsors, I doubt I can get sponsors. Because anytime I get any sponsors I get will most likely be, you know, I don't know. Let's not even talk about that. King X4, see any stuff on Discord? I think you could win a box match against Ralph. I don't look at Discord every day, King N64. If you send me something on Discord, I most likely won't see it. But I don't know who I know who Ethan Ralph is, but I don't know. Like let me say this: I've heard the name Ethan Ralph, but if you asked me to pick Ethan Ralph out of a list of like fat men, I couldn't do it. Like I know who Sam Hyde is, and Sam Hyde's in way better shape than I am. Like honestly, like I accepted this fight. One, obviously, like I need money for home repairs. But two, it's a good motivator for me to get back in on the weight loss train. And like I literally have a consequence if I don't fuck with my weight of getting knocked out and humiliated. Which, you know, not like could be the first time I've been humiliated on the fucking internet. But, you know, it is what it is. I got to figure out what I want to put these points into now. Like, do I want to go into Fade? Do I want to go into one of the Sentry things? No. There's no reason to back out of this. It's all upside. If I go in there and I get knocked out in one fucking punch, it's all upside. That's I hate to say it that way. There is no losing this fight. And not to say like, oh, I think whoever loses the fight still wins. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just a great opportunity that should be fun and be something to live your life with, man. And I think it'll be fun for other people. Like it'll be fun for the people that watch. right? Like it's just something fun to do. It's not that fucking serious. So I do have some questions. I've been looking into mouth guards, and there seems to be a few types of mouth guards. And like the cheapest seem to be the boil and bite type, but I see a lot of bad reviews on the boil and bite type mouth guard. What are your guys' opinions on mouth guards? Well, I need it for more than one fight. But like not that I'm gonna fight more than one fight, but I need it for more than just the fight. I'm gonna have a boogie. So I need it to be able to I need it to last at least 3 months. Did my barbarian die? I'm scared about the bowling bike. I'm scared that like the number one rated like mouth guard on Amazon is that Everlast Boil and Bite, and it's like $20.99 or some shit like that, right? It's nothing in the long run. But like that, one of the first things you see on the Amazon, they show pictures of like the logo of Everlast coming off and like almost creating like edges that could cut the inside of your mouth and shit like that. Well, I guess I can let that go. That's one of the reasons I'm worried about getting the mouth guard so quickly, because I want to do all my cardio and stuff with a mouth guard in, to teach myself to breathe with a mouth guard in, so I don't find myself like feeling like I'm where I should be, and then put a mouth guard in and realize I don't know how to breathe with one in. Believe it or not, I was actually a pretty good baseball player back in the day. But you know, baseball doesn't have mouth guards. Baseball has cups. No, I didn't play rugby. I couldn't tell you how to play rugby if you told me. You're going to shoot me if I told you. Rugby is. Honestly, I probably couldn't like identify the game of rugby on the TV. Be like, what is this? Like soccer with extra rules? There's some bad mouth guards, but I recommend the Venom Challenger mouth guard. It's a boil one, but it's easy to do and it's good. I used it for kickboxing. I had a UFC branded one. It was trash. Okay, because I don't like going by strictly by Amazon like results, because like sometimes companies will pay for Amazon like reviews and shit like that, and like Everlast is a company that I know, because you know they do a lot of different things in boxing, or like well boxing and you know trunks and shit like that, and like they had a lot of good reviews, but had some bad reviews, and then the second one was a Nexon, Nexon, And like that one had great reviews, but I'm like, I've never heard of this company. But I actually don't go looking for mouth guards every day either. Need that. Got these light plated boots. Let me go back and look up. You should play Fight Night on stream. I've never been good at fighting games like that. So you said Venom Challenger mouthguard. Look that up. All right, this is cheaper than the Everlast. I'll get this. Shit. Because this is the Venom Challenger is like $13 on Amazon right now, whereas the one I was looking at was 21. All right, so we got some lightning resist here, which I don't need right now, but it also has 2 martial arts in it and 8 magic fine. I keep those. Cold resist, which I need cold resist, but and 30. Ooh. That's a good pair of boots. All right, guys. Gonna have to be 3 30-second rounds. Yeah. So would you give up 30 magic fine, 39 fire resistant boots for 30 faster run walk, 40 cold resist, 17 fire, half freeze duration? Because like I'm looking for an Eth Rune. Once I get an Eth Rune, I'm gonna make a rhyme. That's gonna be cannot be frozen. So half freeze duration is pretty much irrelevant. So it's literally cold resist, which cold's the least. I'm just going to keep both of these. I can actually switch out with my current amulet. I don't want to make the call right now. I'm just going to keep them both. This is what I call my trash tier stuff. Like when you first start building your character again, you just have a stash of trash you never would pick up before. Might buy a Honda Civic. What do you think of them? What year are you buying? Chill, son. It is 7:40 at night. I got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take my wife to have surgery on her mouth. I am not going outside to work out. I've pretty much done what I needed to do today. I'm already on a diet and stuff like that. So don't think I'm sitting here eating pizza, drinking Coca-Cola right now. I've been on a diet for about a week now. I seen Boogie's video where he called me out. Yes, he has a very sexy mustache. Afraid he might take my girl. Rest, Mr. Wings. You should watch Rocky movies, especially the fight with Ivan Drago. You can learn a lot. I think you guys are taking this more seriously than it is. Again, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Boogie's in his 50s. And neither me or Boogie has fight training. So I don't think you're going to have a technical Marvel masterpiece. What you're going to have is 2 white belts getting in there that will gas out before the end of the fight. probably pretty fucking early. No, I'm not scared. I mean, there's always risk of death, right? But I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think that's a huge, huge risk. Yeah, I'm most definitely gonna try my hardest. I'm not gonna like do what fucking Nate Robinson did, because like you can't convince me Nate Robinson didn't like get off his fucking couch and like, yep, gotta go to the arena now. It's about that time, because he didn't look like he trained at all versus Jake Paul. I'm gonna try to give you the best show I possibly can give you. I'm just saying, curl your expectations. What do you guys think about the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight? What was Phil begging about? So when I go ahead and beat Boogie, you guys want me to go ahead and call out Dark Side of Phil for a fight? It has to be through his official business email. I actually need to get an official business email, but I'm at the point where I feel like nobody wants to work with me. But I'm pretty sure there's probably people out there that will. Will Phil be sponsored? I've actually thought about that. Like obviously you can't wear glasses, but like, do you get contacts? I don't have contacts. Like, what does Sam Hyde do? Does Sam Hyde just fight with contacts, or did he like fight with his glasses? Like, how did he navigate that problem? You don't know who Sam Hyde is? Sam Hyde was is a guy that's been on PKA a couple times. He's a guy that got canceled. He's always like the guy they say shooting somebody. Yeah, let's go get LASIK. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that. Again, I'm not going to talk about my training program or any strategy I have going into the fight, because talking about my strategy gives away my strategy. You feel me, player? Did I miss a donation or two here? So I looked over it. I'm at $70. I don't feel like I've counted $70 for the donations. I must have missed something. Oh, I think Cornwall donated 15. Hold up. Let me go back and look. Hey, Jeff. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, homie. Thank you, dude, for the $15. Appreciate the love. Thank you, buddy. It's actually popping off for a Diablo stream. You know the beautiful thing, if I gas at 30 seconds? I ain't got to wait too long for Boogie to get gassed either, dude. You act like we're not the exact same size. Like, I will magically gas out, and Boogie's going to be over here like the fucking Terminator. Even though my leg's a pile of shit, but doesn't Boogie have a leg that's fucking struggling as well? Thank you, Jay Cornwall. I just didn't want to promote the fight as early as Boogie's promoting it until we sign the contracts, because like all I've gotten right now is promissory numbers. So if the numbers don't match the contract, I don't want to be like, oh, you're backing out. Like, it'd been best if we just didn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me making excuses. I know. I know exactly the person I'm dealing with. Yeah, I'm terrified that Boogie's gonna bring a gun to the ring. You know, this build right here is surprisingly fun to play. Like, I know later on I'm going to run into, like, physical immunes, especially in Hell difficulty and probably late Nightmare. But, like, honestly, like, once you get to the end of the game, you just choose to play where physical immunes ain't. And later on, once you get to the, like, the terror zones, it's most likely going to be a situation where you're just going to be chasing behind Hammerdens and Sorceresses anyway. You want to get Teddy Atlas's analysis on the fight? Lit up like the 4th, I'm a happy drunk. Come to Papa Big Mama, cause your daddy's drunk. Oh, I didn't. Owned by Chucky. Put DSP on notice now, sir. He has it coming. Shit. I'm gonna call DSP out. Let me get that Stadia microphone. I'm trying to double dip me a payday. I need a roof and a Ford Raptor. Let's get it. Be like, Phil! Yeah, you. Dark Side Phil. All that street fighting bullshit you be on to, come out here and get some real street fighting. Think of how many Hogan pulls you can get with one of these paydays here from Punch Happy. Let's go call him out. Yeah, Chuck. Wendy's chili coming to stores now, stock up. I seen that they're actually going to make cans of it. Like, I fuck around with that Hormel chili that Kelly cooked yesterday. That shit was kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's high in protein and it was good, man. I love jalapenos though. Ooh. Boy, fucking love jalapenos. I don't feel like my damage is lacking right now. There's the way down. So I'm feeling like I should go ahead and dump into Fade. That'd be 3 more. I want to do Venom. Let's do that. Let's see. What is it about this game you enjoy so much? The combat or is the satisfaction of making a build? I enjoy the ability to kite on this game and the fact that I've got it like the back of my hand, so I can like kind of play this and watch YouTube videos at the same time. But really, what I like doing is like I love finding items. And like let's say I played a new game, like Path of Exile or some shit like that. I don't know any of the items in Path of Exile, so if I find something cool, I don't know I found something cool. Whereas like Diablo, I know exactly when I found something cool. But I also I like playing off the wall builds too. Like I said, like how many people out there in season 3 started out this season with a fucking blades assassin? Right now, and granted, I know there's people out there that are literally miles ahead of me in the terms of in ladder progression, which I don't care. I like the ladder because it allows me to like base myself off my peers. $20 for a passionate WWE style Phil call out. Give it to me, Mean Gene style. Mean Gene wasn't passionate, Chuck. Let's see if I can do it Mean Gene style. Mean Gene always talked fast. Jordan here. And I have... Mean Gene didn't call people out, dude. Oh. Do the Macho Man. Philip! Yeah! Philip, I see you right there. Ooh, I heard you beat your weed whacker on the camera one time. Ooh, that's disgusting. But you know what? I've got a craving. I'm gonna snap you like a Slim Jim. Ooh, let me tell you how this going down. Me and you, mano a mano. Cream of the crop and the fucking fat sow. Old pig roach. I don't know. Excuse me, fantastic. You're gaining a fan here, but thank you, Chucky. Thank you for like the $35, man. But like wrestling promos, like I've never been good at wrestling promos, much more so than like if I was a wrestler, I'd be a complete heel. Like, you know, like being a heel seems more fun in wrestling than being a babyface. Blowski, howdy, dude. Bolski. I'm sorry. How you doing, man? Thank you and Chuck for the $20, guys. Thank you so much. That was perfect for that. Akita, thank you for the $10, man. My buddy Bill's dying. Come on, Bill. We can't let you die. Frank will be lonely. Like barbarians have all these dumbass names, like from like Beowulf and shit like that in this game, and then you have Bill. Look, I gotta get Bill. Oh, dude, I love Phil. I love Phil's content. Like, whew. God, why couldn't that be more life? I'm gonna keep that though. I don't need it right now, but like I might need it a little bit later. Yeah, that can be sold. Phil rapped about polyamory? Like, is there a link to that video? Like I've always said, like Phil has a gift. Like people diss Phil all the time. Dude's incredibly smart. Incredibly smart. Like honestly, like if you like like if he applied himself, I'm sure he would be good at any game he applies himself at. Like Phil's main problems is his unwillingness to realize that, you know, his unwillingness to learn. Like, and I have this same problem. Like in the fighting game scene, and let me to say this: Phil has much more experience in fighting games than I ever have. But I was really good at Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation 2, right? Very fucking good. Better than you think I was, right? Like, I'm not giving myself credit how good I was at the game. But in the game, one of my biggest hindsights is I always would play low tier characters. And, you know, I think this is why, like, I kind of initiated with low tier God a lot, because low tier God's name insinuates he's not going to play high tier characters. Because to me, it's fucking boring, right? And I kind of do that with Call of Duty as well. Like, I use, my primary weapon is the M16 in most games. And the M16 sucks dog shit in most games. And I do that because I want to keep the game fresh for me. I don't want to feel like the weapons winning me gunfights. I want to feel like I'm winning gunfights by, you know, strategy, attacks, and things of that nature. And, like, let's go back to the games I was good at. Mortal Kombat Deception being the main one. And that's the one I was actually ranked in on the PlayStation. Let's put it this way. Like, they didn't really have tournaments or anything like that. There was no Evo things for Deception. But in Mortal Kombat Deception, there was 3 characters that were considered top tier. There was Bo Raicho, there was Dairu, and then there was Noob Smoke. Those were in whatever particular order the best characters in the game. You also had people up there like Scorpion, who was considered a top tier character. But those 3 were considered the most. Bo Raicho was only good because he had one of the most broken free throws in the game. And what is a free throw? In that game, there was a certain animation would happen, be it a hit. You hit a guy with a certain attack, and before the character can rebound off of that attack, you can walk up to them and just throw them for free. So, like, it takes a damage that does 23% of somebody's health into, like, 36% or whatever it might be, right? So, you only have to hit, like, 2 or 3 of them to fucking win around. And, like, Bo Raicho had, like, this walking stick that had, like, a move that hit twice that did for 23% damage. And you guarantee a free throw. And, like, to me, there was people that were considered the best on the game that would do nothing but, like, use those moves over and over again. Use only the meta of the game. And, like, I never understood that, because I like playing characters like Liu Kang. I like playing Cyrax. I liked, you know, playing, you know, people like Draman. Who remembers fucking Draman? That was Dark Alliance. But, you know, it is what it is. Owned by Chucky. Thank you for being a hoodlum, man. And I don't even know how I got to this thing. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is, in the fighting game, there's a world, there's a thing called a scrub. And a scrub is essentially what I was, right? A scrub is a person that bitches and moans and complains about, you know, people using meta and you know, plays in a certain way. Like, and that's what you call scrub mentality, right? Playing not the best of the way and then complaining about it. Because, like, the term scrub originated in Street Fighter because a scrub was somebody that you'd scrub the floor with. Like, you know, just, you know, NASCAR has field fillers, you know, Battlefield has blueberries. I guess Call of Duty has blueberries now, too. But Call of Duty, there were Christmas noobs, whatever it might be. It's all, each game has their own different terminology for these type of players. And I found myself there because I just wanted, I wanted to have fun playing. I wanted to play different characters. I wanted to use different people. And I never liked that part about the first person, well, fighting game scene in general. Dude, I thought scrub came from being a scrub. Hello? Nah, scrub is a term that, you know, players would put on there for another way of saying I can mop the floor with you, I'll scrub the floor with you, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of like in Rainbow, you hear like I'm a top fragger. Well, frag stands for fragmentation, which was came from Doom, which in Doom when you killed somebody they blew apart and it was considered a frag because their character jibbed. Scrub is a guy can't get no love from me. I'm trying to find the waypoint right now. I already have the way down. You know what they should do with Blade Shield? They should give it so it adds defense. Where is the down at? I see the Michael Merchant. I like that idea. I might run with it. Because, like, my main concern is being entertaining as humanly possible during this. Because winning or losing doesn't fucking matter. What matters is being entertaining. Right? And if you're entertaining, they'll let you back into the money line again. Right? Because that's what really is the most important aspect about this is, you know, trying to dip your hand into the money pot more than once. Jay Money, hey Wings, is that Sam Hyde guy going to train you? I've never talked to Sam Hyde, so I doubt it. Like I said, we're by no means the main event of what we're going to be fighting on. Does Wings 007 still make videos? You think there's going to be a health check, pimp? Probably. I don't know all the details. Like I said before, we haven't signed a contract yet. That's why I'm not like going full out on like pushing it. Because like you don't want to over promote before you get a contract. Because you over promote for a contract, you kind of like force yourself into it. I mean, it worked for Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul made what, $4.8 million last night? You know, hugging Tommy Fury for 8 rounds. I mean, he got a little boo-boo on his eye. But like, you know, he probably sore today, but like $4.8 million buys you a lot of tissue paper. Shoot, just make a career calling out like YouTubers I know I could probably beat up. Call out Badland Chugs or some shit like that. That's me being a little cheeky because like every Badland Chugs video I ever watched, the man seems like he has trouble breathing. Like, what you got finished by tomorrow, John? Oh, marketing pitch. Shit. I hate doing that shit. Woo! Look at that little charm. I wish that was a 40-40. What can we get rid of here? We can put that one away, I think. What's our poison resist looking like? Our poison resist is not maxed. That's trash. That's trash too. Alright. I think we get rid of the 25 life charm. Hey, Shively. Heard something in one of the videos about somebody having their toes or their foot removed for some reason. We're probably talking about Aaron. Aaron had his toes cut off from a lawnmower. It's most likely what you heard. It ain't me. I wouldn't want to fight Aaron just because I wouldn't want the motherfucker to make any money. After he sit there lied on me like he did. Besides, nobody in the world knows who Aaron is besides like people in like troll discords. I'm good. Honestly, I couldn't beat El. I'd stand no chance against El Prestador. El Prestador is in pretty good shape for his age. They make the difference of hate so fucking big in Nightmare in Hell. Alright, let's go. You run Mephisto like a slot machine. Oh, fucking conviction too. Alright, Bill, don't take too many L's over there. Oh, fuck. Really? Drops me at the top of the endurance of hate. Zergs, is the fight in Chicago? You'll need a passport. I have a passport, but no, the fight's not in America. J Money dropped $2 too. Thank you, J Money. Appreciate the love. DBCN dropped $2. Said, can you walk out with me? I mean, if you're in the area, yeah. Bluey Ripper, you think they're going to be a health check? I don't know anybody into that. We'll find more out once they get closer. Find out more once shit gets closer. Well, my character didn't die. That's always good. Because, like, part of me is like, oh. Part of me was like, oh, man, I made a mistake going up there. But, like, I'm kind of glad I went up a level when I did. Because if I would have stayed down, my character would have died just now. That's the shitty thing about playing online. Well, it seems like I lagged out well before I even got to there. Is that the guy who made up lies about you? If I so say Karma? Yeah, it is, but he lost his toes way before that. Like, when we were kids, he lost his toes. Chasing a fucking lawnmower. Nobody's ever mistaked Aaron for being bright, though. Yeah, this is hardcore. I only play hardcore. Like, generally, like, if there's a permadeath game mode on a game and I like the game, I only really play the permadeath mode because I like the excitement. There's a soul flay. Which is kind of fucked up since the barbarian can't use the soul flay. Because it's a two-handed sword, but barbarians naturally can use two-handed swords if you play a barbarian in one hand. So I don't understand that at all. I hope to get to my Hellforge tonight. That's my goal for this stream, to get to the Hellforge. I don't have Aaron's number. Like, the day Aaron left my house, he blocked me on everything, and I haven't heard from him since. No, he's not my neighbor. Like I've said before, like, I worked with him for a while, and if you count every time I've been on shift with him and every time I've hung out with him as like a kid, it doesn't exceed 30 times ever seeing him. Like Aaron was a friend. He was a friend's kid of my mother's. Like, my mother had a friend and it was her kid. And he would come over and we'd have to play with him because my mama's friend wanted to hang out with my mama and my mom wanted to hang out with her. So, like, that's our relation, right? No. Like I said before, like, he's somebody we pretty much dealt with. I think the biggest issue I'm going to have with this build is going to be attack rating. Because, like, there's only one item on this entire build that gives attack rating. And that's this. That gave attack rating. Like, this doesn't give attack rating. I guess this always hits or something. And this doesn't give attack rating. But it hurts everybody within 4 yards. So, like, it's pretty big. How big is 4 yards? How big is the Cloak of Shadows? Cloak of Shadows 13 yards, isn't it? 20. So it's a little bit bigger than the character. Like, if you... Let's see if we can figure it out. Ancient Sword, is that a 3? Ooh, we're going to keep that. That could be a King's Grace. I think I have enough for that, too. King's Grace, Rune Word. Rao Am Thul. I don't have another Thul. I just use my Thul for pattern. So I need 3 Orts for Thul, right? Yeah, it's Ort Thul. So I need to find a Thul or another Ort rune. Which I'll get another Ort rune in Act 5 Nightmare. So worst case scenario is we have to wait till second quest of Act 5 Nightmare. Any Nintendo games? No, not really. I mean, like, I'd love to do a Zelda game, but the new Zelda games, like Breath of the Wild, not for me. Like, I'd much rather do, like, A Link to the Past or, like, Ocarina of Time. Those are the games I grew up with. Like, the new Zelda's for the new guys. I need red pots. Oh, there's a fucking Thul rune. Let's get it. Let's get it. So our King's Grace is Swords and Scepters, Am-Rao Thul. Am-Rao Thul. So we have an Am. Am-Rao Thul. King's Grace. So that's damage to demons and all the other wonderful stuff. We're going to put this. Take our strength off. Give and you ask and you shall receive. So, like, this weapon actually sucks ass. Here's, like, for example, it's dual leech. It's got 5-all resist and 10 faster IS and 100 ED. Like, at level 19, it's pretty good. Like, this can carry you through normal. But, like, the life leech and mana leech are almost worthless. The mana leech is more important than the life leech. Because life leech and normal, like, say you have 4% life leech. What that means is if you do 100 damage, you get 4 health per hit. Right? Like, life, and then there's penalties as well to life leech. Like later on, you get penalized, like how much you get per life leech. So like life leech doesn't matter pretty much in normal is what I'm trying to say. What does Big Bill do now? Big Bill does 120, 245, See, I don't know how his So I got the strength reward over here because I want the 25 crushing blow versus here, which this is just straight damage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's nothing I could do to Aaron that life hasn't already done to Aaron. That's what you guys don't understand. You guys can make fun of me all you want, but life is very, very unkind to Aaron. I'd love a Duriel shell. My two minions working together struggle to kill Ghoul Lord. I think a stronger shadow is probably the priority right now. I'm not going into depth with this man. Aaron did me wrong. I wish him all the best. One thing you'll learn in life is snuffing somebody else's light out doesn't make your light shine any brighter. Be nice. Stay humble. I'm excited about it, yeah. I'm not looking forward to the flight. But, you know, all fat people dread flights. See, I disagree. I mean, like, where you want to be is dictated by the person. Like, being nice gets you nowhere, right? Because, like, your aspirations are different than mine. Like, right? Like, to me, I'd much rather be an asset to my neighbors, my friends, and people that love me in real life, right? Versus, you know, being wealthy. There'd be a lot of wealthy motherfuckers right now, and they all have the same stone I'm going to get at the end of the day. You know, you go and wax poetic on these motherfuckers. We squander health. We squander wealth. We squander health in search of wealth. We crimp, we prim, and save. Then we squander wealth in search of health. But all we get is the grave. I fucked that poem up bad just now. And money doesn't make you happy either. Robin Williams had money. Robin Williams had money and people that liked him. Let me tell you, sir. Robin Williams had so much clout that when he did a movie, he made every movie he do hire like 10 to 15 homeless people so they could eat. Right? Man had a heart. He had clout. He had money. Google what happened to Robin Williams. Money doesn't make you happy, man. Some people struggle with happiness. Some people struggle with depression. And like filling a hole in your soul doesn't make you happy. Having a Bugatti doesn't make you happy. You know what happens when you get a Bugatti? it becomes your fucking car. No matter what car you can have a Hellcat red key. Eventually that Hellcat red key just becomes your fucking car. It's the car you take to the bank. It's the car you go pick the kids up with. At the end of the day, it's no different than a Sienna minivan. Alright? Satisfaction is the death of desire. When you learn to be satisfied with what you have and learn to count your own blessings, that's when you truly learn what happiness is. And this isn't me saying, like, somebody that's dead broke, that, struggles to find their meal every day is happier than somebody that doesn't have to worry about their meal. There's certain levels of this. There's levels to everything, right? There's a certain level of attainment that you have to have, which is called, have enough for you. What makes you happy? Roof over your head. You got something to drive. You don't have to worry about where your meals are coming from. But after you get to that point, having a sunsetter yacht isn't going to make your life any better than it is right now. You might get a bunch of new friends that you didn't know you had to begin with because they want to ride your sunsetter yacht. But, this motherfucking stone skin. What my game plan later on with this character is to respec them and go a little heavier into Death Sentry. There we go. I think I'll respect him in probably Act 1 Hell and go a little heavier in Death Sentry. See where I'm at then. I got you, Chris. I ain't gonna die on you, buddy. Generally, the times I die on this game is because either I get PK'd by somebody with a juiced up character. I learned my lesson not playing my headset on. Trust me, I learned my lesson with that. And the headset stays on while even when I'm streaming. Because normally I don't need to hear the game sound to do what I need to do in this game. And I play cautiously enough that like Mephisto right now isn't going to one-shot me with his ice ball. Like I keep my blade shield a little bit lower. Switch over to Crush Flange here. I just took the hit from the ice ball. Gave your boy nothing. Let's get this right here. All right. Let's walk over here and kill these guys as well. Cool. Act 4 we go. Where is Chris Chan at now? Is he out of jail yet? Oh, you know, very few people play the Bladesin. It's not a very popular build. I put Crush Flange on, which I've upgraded Crush Flange to exceptional. It's not because I want a bunch of damage, because like the enhanced damage doesn't actually go over to my weapon, only the base damage does. So you want the highest base damage possible, but it has 33% crushing blow and knockback and 50 fire resistance. So like I use it as like a boss killer. For anybody wondering why I keep switching weapons when I go to fight a big guy. Thank you, Sucker Surprise. Let's try and increase pick, which we don't need. See, like here, like this twin axe, like the enhanced damage doesn't matter. We're just looking for the thing. Like this, I might save this strictly because of the damage to undead. Whereas like this, this is trash. Like, but this might be good in the Chaos Sanctuary, so I'm gonna save it for the Chaos Sanctuary. Trash. Okay, cool. Move this stuff over. Buy my mana pots. Yeah. Keep that right there. Put you up and put you over here. Need to find another emerald. You recommend Paul Magic? The problem with like Paul Magic being a moderator is he's not been here long enough. Like I just started recognizing Paul Magic every stream probably a month ago. Like the biggest issue this build's going to run into, other than like because this is basically a physical damage caster, and like every other build on the planet, once you get to Hell difficulty is a huge leap forward versus Nightmare. With resistance, physical resistance, you're going to start running in these things called physical immunes, and like you're going to struggle a lot harder, and you're going to need a lot better weapon. So like getting through the game is going to be a challenge, especially like the maggot lair. Oh yeah, I only have one. Ooh, Wart Rune. Thank you. I need to go get some full rejuvenation pots. Not to say that I need them, but it's one of those things like I'd rather have them than and not need them than need them and not have them. We can make another full one. I'm trying to slow down my buying of full rejuve pots right now. Mainly because like I don't want to overflow my box with them. I try to keep like between 12 and 20 on hand, just in case shit gets serious. Because generally, if you're running through potions at that level, like where you need to use more than 20 full rejuvenation potions, you're in over your head. It's time to do something else. All right, that's my rule of thumb. I don't have a trophy that takes 600 hours. I'm going for a trophy. And I said at the beginning of this stream, like, I doubt I get it this season because I got too much traveling to do this season. The only way I could get the trophy this season is if people actually enjoyed watching playing this, which that's not going to happen. And every time I stream just this, which I stream this off and on just to give people a taste of where my character's at. But like for the most part, I'm not known for Diablo 2. It's just something that I enjoy playing. It's like tonight I was going to play this or Skyrim, but I was like, I kind of want to play Diablo 2. Right. I actually prefer playing this game with control, to be perfectly honest. No, I've done 0 cal runs. Like normally, what I do is I don't bother doing cal runs. What I do is I judge based on my character. Like, all right, where's my resistances at? And if my resistances are like at least above 40 all, I'll move on to the next difficulty, and then I'll see where I'm at. Like, I judge it based on character level, more so than anything else, because, like, this game, if you're within 5 levels of an enemy, you can kill and get max experience, and you don't have as bad of, like, fall off. Like, you see, like, right here, I can hit these guys for 73%. But if I was, like, in Act 5 World Stone right now, I'd be hitting those guys at, like, 58%. And what that means to me is, like, these guys are within my level range. Right? Because, like, there's not a whole... Like, AR is going to be the big downfall of this build versus enemies that I can't... Well, versus enemies that aren't just straight physical immune. Like, this build's going to be great versus souls, because souls have very low physical resistance. So this is going to be a great soul killer build, or any kind of range character. But what it's going to struggle with is fast enemies that want to get in your face, or like Ghost. And later on, like an 8-person game, is going to struggle with anything in 8-player games because the damage just isn't there. What you got to do is you got to stick with like Poison and Venom or High Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, shit with like High Lord's Wrath, Gore Riders, shit like that. But there's ways to circumvent it all. Like, for example, like having a good barbarian, like end game gear for me with like my barbarian is going to be looking like a lawbringer with like a very nice like crushing blow weapon, be it be it a strength or something like that, because the barbarian's more for like tanking than actually doing damage. But like you can probably get away with like a lawbringer and have decrepify. Decrepify will increase your damage by 50% and lower their physical resistance. You know, shit like that. Like one of the things I don't have to worry about so much is actual like resistance, because I'm gonna have a maxed out level fade. So, you know, Thunder God's belt, maxed out level fade. I still don't know what the dream weapon for something like this would be. I'm assuming it's going to be something with crushing blow that's ethereal, that's one-handed. Like maybe like a crush flange that's fully upgraded to elite, that's ethereal. Because I have a crush flange now, which I happen to find in normal. Got lucky with that. But like an ethereal one's one I actually need, because it doesn't take enhanced damage into account. It takes base damage into account. Honestly, something like Last Wish is dream weapon category, but like to put that level of runes into a build like a Bladesin, you got to be dumb rich at that point. Because if you're building a Last Wish for a Bladesin, you could have so many other better characters that could fully utilize it. One of the good things for about like this build though is they actually make pretty good pit runners, because like there's no physical immunes in the pit, and like the biggest thing you got to worry about is archers, and with Cloak of Shadows, archers pretty much melt. You can pretty much melt archers. For anybody that actually cares about this game still. Nah, I don't want to ban you for the sake of it, man. Like, why do you want to be banned? You don't even know you're banned half the time. You're just sitting here talking, not realize anybody responds to you. That's what banning's like. That level up, or is that just Iswal? Fucking Rune. I'd want an Eth for some reason. I forgot what it was. Oh, Rhyme! That's what I wanted Eth for. So Shell ETH. My shell at? Oh. Fucking Rhyme. There we go. Fucking Rhyme. That's better than our just bone shield deflection. It's like I've been looking for that. Whoo! Jackpot! That's a good charm. That's a good charm. Put you here. You know what I'm thinking about? Let's try this out there. Because it's got the undead damage. Right, if you want me to play Hogwarts or like Atomic Heart or anything, all you gotta do is just buy the game physically and send it to me. I'll play it. You ain't gotta donate or anything like that. Or if you played the game and you got own it physically and you don't want it no more, throw it my way, bud. I think that's the easiest route to go with this, with that kind of stuff. All right. Let's see. Let's see. It feels a little faster. I'm not sure though. Like pattern will do well. Would do better against Venom Lords for sure. But like this is mainly undead. Here's our boy Iswal. Hey, Crasco, thank you for the $1, dude. Four-socketed flail. Nice. Sure somebody will be looking for that. We're starting to get to the point in the game where, like, we're finding shit people actually want. You know what? I wonder if like a Rune Master with all Fs in it would be the ideal weapon for this class. Right? Because that would remove all the enemy defense from them. Because you're not going to burn a jaw for that. But like a Rune... I could see a Rune Master being burnt for that. I just had a thought about the boogie fight. I wonder if they would allow us to actually do something for showmanship. Like if it goes the distance at the end, like have like Boogie slam me or something. Like instead of boxing, you just do like a fucking Hulk Hogan like body slam or some shit. Yeah, the boogie fight is actually for real. As long as the numbers line up, it's for real. That's lame. Let's see. Trash. Trash. get good attack rating, but trash. Trash. Those everlasting amulets are interesting, though. Alright, good. Alright, skill. Oh, we got some more over here, too. So we got 3 skills. We go 1, 2, 3 and do that and have Death Sentry. Or we can come over here. How much that send that damage up? That's 278. So it gives about 10 damage each. Just do that for right now. I wish all these gave 10% attack rating. Like, this should give attack rating and defense. This should just give, you know, damage plus attack rating to this. I don't know, like at some point. One, two, 3. I'm trying to keep my chance to block over 60%. It also increases my attack rating over here, because I'm gonna need like 10,000 plus attack rating to be at the end of hell. I gotta figure out a way to do that, and I'm thinking Angelics is the only way that's gonna happen. Once the contract's signed, we'll be pushing it a lot harder, and we'll do like an Ask Me Anything about the boxing stuff, but like the one thing I don't want to answer is like I don't want to give away strategy or anything like that. No money, no strategy talks about, but I don't really know that much to begin with right now. I know where we're at. I know who the promotion is and stuff like that. I know who's signing the check, and I know they got it. Oh, Bill, don't die, please. I think we're going to call it once I do the Hellforge, though. So here I feel like I need to go back to Crush Flange. Or Pattern. Because like nobody here is actually... Nobody here is actually undead. Just want to use Stone Skin. Jordy, I got notifications, but I never get them. A lot of people are saying that lately. Have you interacted with any of my videos other than streams lately? Does it... Does anybody in here actually get my notifications? You get everyone? Okay. Cool. So it ain't completely fucking me. YouTube's algorithm's weird. See, if Boogie, we still be friends. Yeah, man, we're still gonna be friends. Like I said before, this is just something that everybody wants to see. There's no really losing this fight. It's a fun thing. That's fun for people. It's one of those things. Even if people didn't want to see it, they didn't know they didn't. They didn't. People want to see it even though they didn't know they wanted to see it. It's like Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans. Like when you heard he had an OnlyFans, you didn't kind of want to see it, but you know if somebody showed you a link to it, you'd probably look. Dude, I'm ready to find this waypoint. I'm also ready for this shit to give me a limb rune. Man, it goes, I gotta go look that shit up now. Oh, man, I got a headache. Right, let's go back to pattern for right now. You guys are just throwing dream card matchups out here. Is it bad I don't even know what level my character even is? What level is my character? 52. I've had 1,600 calories a day, and I'm debating, do I want to eat something else before I go to bed? What do you guys think? And before somebody goes, you haven't had 1,600 calories. You need to add another 2 to that, 3,600 calories. Fat bitch. You know, yeah, you played out, son. It's played out. Yeah, that's my thought. Like, I don't want to eat so close to bed. I've earned it. What did I do to earn it? Existed. You leveled your Diablo 2 character really well, motherfucker. Get you something to eat. I do have a headache right now. Oof. I'm heavy in fucking like sugar withdrawals. I'm thinking about having some grapes or something like that. Get some sugar in me. You know what? You know what I got to do. Once that Wendy's chili hits the shelf, I got to do a fucking video, or at least a short, trying it out. All this time, it was right the fuck here. I cleared the entire area, and the shit was right there. Let's see what we rolled. Morphines, not terrible. As long as we didn't roll fucking blood maggots. It's not that they're hard; it's just they're annoying. Dude, I'd love to fight Jake Paul. If nothing else, to get a cut of the money. Oh, there's the blood maggots. Damn it. Thought I snuck one. Do I like this or StarCraft better? I like Diablo better than I like StarCraft. Like, I mean, StarCraft probably, I don't know. Oh, don't got my fade up. StarCraft just has very low replayability compared to like Diablo. How you been, Chuck? How's the Hellcat? I think you lucked out buying your car when you did, because like almost every, like the Mustangs, like the Mustangs just jumped $3,000 for a new price. It's like, who is buying these new cars? Like a F-150 right now is costing $66,000 on average. It's like, what part of the world is actually out here buying $66,000 F-150s? There can't be that many people left that can afford them. Or people willing to mortgage their future for one. Alright, here's what I was after, the Hellforge. Dude, obliterating Hephisto. Gave your boy Rune. I mean, I guess I can make the new rune word. Hustle. I need another shell rune for that. What are you talking about? A video of Phil's donor came out? Who's donor? Speaking of donors, you guys see that video? I don't know if you guys watch it. Maybe it's just my wife's YouTube that pops this shit up. But like, there was a guy that donated $275,000 to like this girl from like South America. Like he went in deep with it too. Like he got his parents to like refinance his house and pretended like he was going back to school and shit, and just so he could give this girl money on fucking street on like her OnlyFans or whatever it was. Well, the reason I seen it is because like after his parents called him, they wanted him to like they wanted him to like leave the house and stuff because like they broke their trust, and then he like shot him. Ooh, a steel ground charm. Emerald. Topaz. We got some blue here. And a ruby can go. Rune there. All right, guys. I think that's going to be the stream. Oh, you talking about Alex Murdaugh? Yeah. The dude's a fucking heroin addict. Because no way is that dude got $12 million worth of fucking insurance on himself and he's paying that while fucking addicted to opioids and shit. Like, he's already on the heroin. But it doesn't really fucking matter, to be perfectly honest, because like even if he gets away with like killing his son and his wife, he's got like 700 years of fucking financial crimes he's got to do time for. So he's going to jail for the rest of his life anyway. And I like me and Kelly were having this fight earlier today. Not really a fight, but a disagreement. We watched this, like these 12 Karens, you know, and like one of those judges like started handing time out like it was candy, like because this woman had a personal protective loan against her with her boyfriend, and they happened to live in the same house, and she wasn't allowed to return home to the boyfriend, and she's like, where am I supposed to go, blah blah blah, and she got kind of mouthy with the judge, and he started holding her in contempt for court, and he ended up going for like 300 days, which is like 6 months or something like that. And I'm like, that's fucking wrong. Like, a judge shouldn't be able to do that right there, because like 6 months, like, you've lost your job, you've lost custody of your child, you've lost, you know, any kind of housing that you might have had, you've got to break leases, you've messed your credit up because dude, man, got into his fucking feelings, right? Like, as a judge, you should expect some level of people being upset at you, right? But what was I saying? What was I saying? But I made the point to Kelly, like, Alex Murdaugh, if like his son didn't like drive the boat drunk and like kill that girl, and all his like financial crimes come up to water or come up to fruition, he could have eventually been on the bench. A dude that's fucking stealing people's money, addicted to opioids, you know, and all this other shit. Like, he would have been a judge judging people, because like that's what he was. He was like he was in line to be solicitor of his county. Like, don't be on the side of judges because they're judges. You don't get to be a judge because you're a nice, outstanding person most of the time. You get to be a judge because you're corrupt most of the time. How do I know that? I've lived in the South all my life. I'm not trying to say there's no good cops or there's no good judges. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's judges that are wonderful people. But I'm trying to say is like you should always keep your ears up when you're in a courtroom, because most likely there's a 50-50 chance you're getting somebody that sent kids away just to get kicked back. Y'all remember that, Judge? Thanks everybody for stopping by. Big ups to Crasco. Thank you, Owned by Chuck, for the $35. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for all the donations you threw my way. We had a couple more $20 donators tonight. We had Bowski. Thank you for the $20 donation. Thank you, Akita, for the $10. Big ups, Bluey Ripper. Thank you, Shively, for coming by. Thanks everybody for chilling with your boy. Thank you, Shively, for the $5 donation. Hope everybody had a wonderful time. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace, people. I'm Outie 5000.